We're here at the Los Angeles Auto Show at the Hyundai stand where Joel Piaskowski has just introduced a brand new concept vehicle, and we'd like to have you walk us around and show us the important things about this vehicle. Very interesting, evocative design. So let's start at the front end. You know, we're looking at carbon fiber in vast quantities.
Yeah, we do. We got lots of carbon fiber. This is the Concept Genesis Coupe. It's a new sporty car for us that is built on a front-engine rear-drive architecture called from the Genesis sedan. It's a new sedan that we'll be introducing next year in the Detroit Motor Show. So this front-engine rear-drive architecture is very exciting because it gives us some really great design proportions to work with. Under this carbon fiber hood, and by the way, this isn't the final production hood, but this car overall really hints at what the final production car is going to look like.
Yeah. I mean, that's the real good news, is we're going to have a production car that has this profile, has this kind of in-your-face kind of styling.
A lot of similar detailing that you see. And I'll point that out as we go around the car here. One of the things we really wanted to do is because it has it's a front-engine rear-drive architecture, it's going to appeal to a different crowd that we've normally had as a customer base. So it'll have two engine options. It'll have an i4 turbo, which is going to be producing somewhere around 210, 215 horsepower. And then also a 3.8 liter V6 with something of a 300 plus horsepower. So we got two exciting engine options. And then i4 turbo is neat because it's the same engine that Hyundai supplies to Chrysler and Mitsubishi that they use for their sporty cars. Anyway, that is, we wanted to design this concept as a prelude or give a hint to what the tuners could do with the production car. So when they see the production car that's unveiled in New York at the end of March next year, they'll be able to put two and two together and say the production car isn't very far off from the concept car.
Right. They'll be hard-pressed to do something that is, more expressive than this particular vehicle. Let's talk about the headlamp treatment. That alone, just the details on it, that little curve at the bottom of the headlamp. I mean, those are neat little touches that you see throughout this design.
Yeah. So very distinctive headlamp and actually front fascia appearance. We really wanted an assertive quality to the car to really make it look like it's a really sporty, meant-for-action vehicle, and I think we've really captured that quite nicely. The carbon fiber hood is something a tuner might do to give extra cooling to the engine bay. The lower fascia, really strong, bold air intakes that express a lot of breathing to the engine. Cold air intake on the production car, by the way. So it'll be pretty exciting, and very, very dynamic gestural headlights, and you'll see that throughout the whole design of the car, that there's a lot of gesture, and also a three-dimensional quality to the car. And by that, I mean 3 dimensions not only in surface quality, but also lines. The lines flow through the car from one side of the front fascia up and over the hood, and they pick up, they come and go over the A-pillar and down the body side.
And you've got some concave surfaces, some...
Yeah, we've got a lot of interesting surface development. As you come down the body side, you'll see this negative scallop surface that comes through here. It's kind of this play on a muscular form where these two muscles kind of come together. And it really helps to emphasize the rear wheel, which, of course, rear-wheel drive car, you want to be able to show the strength in the rear wheels.
The big shoulders of it, too, and it has that as well.
And the other very distinctive design detail that we refer to as our design signature is this belt line, or the DLO. And the dropping design detail here not only adds a unique design signature, but it also adds some really great function because it gives the driver a little more visibility out the rear when they're doing a lane change looking over the shoulder, or for the rear occupants to look out of the car. So it just adds a little more function, not to mention the great design characteristic.
Right, and it has kind of a reminiscence of great Italian designs of the 50s. It has that little just touch of, this is a bit of design as opposed to
design. Yeah, absolutely. Bit of design, bit of flair, something very distinctive that can't be mistaken for anything else.
Right.
We really wanted to avoid that, so we've developed this design theme that's going to be quite standout, we believe. Mm-hmm. Also, the air cooling on the lower rear body side here to cool the Brembo brakes. The Brembos will be an option on the production car. So we're pretty excited by that. Obviously, it's going to have a performance variant to the production car.
Right.
Now, as we move around the car, again, this line moves in three-dimensional space and carries your eye around the rear of the vehicle. into this very distinctive tail lamp, which actually mimics quite well the front headlamp shape. So the dip down in the tail lamp graphic here mimics the headlamp shape, as well as the distinctive belt line detail.
Right. Very rich looking and all of a piece. That's the beauty of it. It's not just put together little pieces here, little pieces there.
And you look at the rear fascia. This is like very purposeful rear fascia. Really gutsy, carbon fiber detail, big dual exhaust, and it just adds a lot of dynamic quality to the car. It really sets a lot of performance characteristics to it.
And even carbon fiber detail here.
Carbon fiber tip rear spoiler keeps the car planted at speed, and we're really excited by the car. Everything you see basically above the tires is production intent, and you'll see that when the car comes out. The lower fascia is a little more exaggerated, again, to kind of give the tuners an idea of what they can do to their production car.
How soon can we expect a production version of this car, Joe?
Well, we'll be unveiling it at the New York Auto Show, March 2008, and the production car will follow about 8 to 9 months afterwards.
So it'll be coming to the marketplace, and a departure for Hyundai, and we think a very, very good one. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.